Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social science class. In our previous class, we know very well, we have successfully discussed about the lesson, the rise of Vijayanagara Empire and the Bahmani Kingdom. So, as we have successfully discussed about this lesson, today I am about to start one more new lesson from the history itself, which is none other than the Mughal Empire. See, when we are supposed to discuss about the Mughal Empire, you must know some of the basic introduction about the Mughal Empire. This Mughal Empire was also one of the greatest and most important dynasty which was ruled over the North India during the period of 16th and 17th centuries. Okay. So, the rulers from this Mughal Empire were famous all over the world during that time. So you might have heard the name of Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Sher Shah, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. Like this, number of rulers were there from the Mughal Empire. And during that time, they have contributed a lot for the development of literature, art and architecture. And apart from that, they tried their level best to help for the development of civilian people also. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about first Babur's invasion. So we are going to begin the lesson with Babur's invasion. So actually this Babur is there, Babur is going to be known as the founder of the Mughal Empire or the Mughal dynasty. So, how he founded the Mughal dynasty, that we are going to discuss in this lesson. On the eve of the Babur's invasion of the beginning of the 16th century, in a sense, this Babur invaded India in the beginning of the 16th century. Okay, so India was divided into numerous small kingdoms. So, in the sense, when the Babur was invading over India in the beginning of the 16th century, during that time, India was divided into small kingdoms and they were ruled by the independent kings. So, the whole India was scattered into small kingdoms and there the independent kings were ruling that small kingdoms. The Delhi Sultanate had dwindled in size and power and its control was confined to Delhi and its surrounding areas. So during that time, the Delhi Sultanates were there. These Delhi Sultanates were somewhat powerful and they were having total control over the Delhi, and at the same time the areas those who were surrounding to the Delhi, they were under the control of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay. The political scenario was a picture of disunity and discord. So during that time, if we are going to go through the political scenario of India, so it is clearly seen, that is the picture of disunity and discord. In the sense, there was no unity among the Indian kings, and as there was no disunity among the Indian kings, it became very easy for the foreigners to invade over India. So it was the perfect setting for an ambitious descendant of Amir Taimur and Chengiz Khan named Jairuddin Muhammad Babur to conquer India. Now you see, as there was no unity among the local kings, that is the kings those who were ruling in India, it paved the way for the invasion of the foreign invaders. Among them, maybe it is Amir Taimur or Chengiz Khan. So actually he was named as Jairuddin Muhammad Babur. So and usually we are going to call him as the Babur only. Babur, he is the founder of the Mughal Empire or the Mughal dynasty. And when it comes to the ruler of the Mughal Empire and their period, so emperor and period, they have given the time period of the Mughal Empire in our reader. So just I am going to read out, listen carefully, it will help you a lot. Babur, so his period starts from 1526 to 1530. And next to Babur, it is the Humayun. So Humayun's period starts from 1530 to 40 and 1555 to 56. 2 times he became the ruler. And next to Humayun, it is the Akbar, 1556 to 1605. Next to Akbar, it is the Jahangir, 1605 to 27. And next to Jahangir, the Shah Jahan. You might have heard the name of Shah Jahan. And his rule starts from 1628 to 1658. And finally, it was the Aurangzeb. So, whose period starts from 1658 to 1707. So, these are prominent rulers from the Mughal dynasty. Okay. So, apart from this also, some of the rulers came in between, but they are not going to be considered that much important. But these are there, no? These were going to be considered as very, very powerful, very, very eminent rulers of the Mughal dynasty. So now we are going to discuss about the Babur. Okay. So yes, we are going to call Babur as the founder of the Mughal dynasty. Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire, he lost his father in 1494. So during 1494, actually, Babur's father passed away. And during that time, no, Babur was just of 11 years old. So in the sense, when Babur was just 11 years, no, he passed away, his father was passed away. And became the ruler of a small principality in the Central Asia called Fargana. So actually, listen carefully. Babur's father, no, Babur's father was the king of Fargana. And when Babur's father passed away in 1494, this Babur was just 11 years old boy. And even though he was 11 years, he was supposed to ascend the throne. So he became the ruler of Fargana at the tender age of just 11 years. And which he inherited from his father. In the sense, as his father was the king of the Fargana, automatically from father it came to him. When he was 14 years old, he fulfilled his dream of conquering Samarkand. So during that time, no, Samarkand, it was one of the prosperous kingdom. And actually, when Babur came to the throne, he was having a dream. So one or the other day, he wanted to conquer the Samarkand. And when he reached the 14 years of age, luckily it was possible for him to conquer the Samarkand. But within a short period of time, however, he lost both Fargana and the Samarkand and became a homeless wanderer. So this victory was not for a long period. So within a small time, what happened? You see, once again he lost the Fargana as well as the Samarkand also. When he lost the Samarkand and Fargana, he became homeless and he was wanderer. Okay, but you see, his extraordinary courage and determination helped him to overcome all obstacles, and he eventually became the ruler of Kabul in 1504. Now you see, this Babur, no, he was having extraordinary courage and determination. So he was having an aim, and in order to reach that aim, no, he was ready to do anything. And because of his extraordinary courage, so once again, it was possible for him to overcome all his problems. And finally, he became the ruler of Kabul in 1504. And however, all the attempts to reconquer Samarkand failed. So once he became the ruler of Kabul, no, once again he tried his level best to reconquer the Samarkand, but unfortunately it was not possible for him to reconquer the Samarkand, and whatever the plannings he made, so everything were failed. So in 1522, Daulat Khan Lodi, in 1522, listen carefully, this name you need to keep in your mind. This Daulat Khan Lodi invited Babur to invade India and help him to overthrow Ibrahim Lodi. Now you see, in India during that time, Daulat Khan and Ibrahim Lodi, so this Daulat Khan, no, he himself only invaded Babur to invade over India. Invited. And why he invited, to overthrow the Ibrahim Lodi, the cruel and unpopular Sultan of Delhi. So this Ibrahim Lodi, this Ibrahim Lodi was cruel, and at the same time he was not a popular Sultan of Delhi. And as a result, Daulat Khan Lodi invited the Babur to invade over India and to help him to defeat the Ibrahim Lodi. It was a golden opportunity and Babur seized it. Now you see, Babur, he was eagerly waiting for the opportunities like this. And when he got an invitation from the Daulat Khan Lodi, he accepted and he seized the Delhi. In 1524, within 3 weeks of crossing the Indus, Babur became the master of the Punjab. Now you see, in 1524, within 3 weeks of crossing the Indus, in the sense, he was supposed to cross the Indus in order to reach India. And within 3 years, he became the master of the Punjab. In the sense, the Punjab came under the control of Babur. He returned to Kabul to prepare for an attack on Delhi. So once again, he came back to the Kabul in order to prepare for the attack on Delhi. How to attack on Delhi? So he started to prepare himself for attacking over Delhi. In the meantime, Daulat Khan turned against Babur and prepared to attack him. So within this time, what happened? You see, the Daulat Khan who invited Babur to invade over India, he himself turned against the Babur and he started to plan or attack over the Babur. Babur invaded India the following year and defeated Daulat Khan and marched towards Delhi. So even though the Daulat Khan prepared against the Babur, so the next year itself, the Babur once again invaded over India and he defeated Daulat Khan. And once he defeated the Daulat Khan, he started to move towards or march towards Delhi. And now his aim is to attack towards the Delhi and he wanted to conquer the Delhi. So this is about the Babur's invasion and Babur as a founder of Mughal Empire. So today we are going to wind up our class here itself. The remaining we are going to continue in our next period. Till to that, bye. See you.